It's turning cold, and it's that time of year now where it's getting difficult to find days where we can actually get out and about into the great outdoors, which I'm sure you'll agree has been one of the saving graces of all this time through lockdown and so on, that actually we've had some lovely weather in the spring and the summer and we were able to get out loads, but now it's starting to get a bit colder and it's not so easy to get out. So I want to share a few things with you that I think you might enjoy, and things that have kept me going in the damper and the soggier months. I think there's an expression, isn't there? There's no such thing as the wrong sort of weather, it's the wrong sort of clothing. So yeah, that's one to bear in mind this time of year, certainly. It's been a beautifully sunny day today, but unfortunately I've been stuck on Zoom all day. So I'm now only just getting out and getting a chance to get out into the garden just for a little 20 minutes, just to get breath of fresh air and actually have a look at some of the things that we still might be able to find if we go out for walks in the woods. I have got these things in my garden as well. That's what being a herbalist does to you. So I was going to take you on a walk to one of my favourite trees in the area, but I'm feeling that we're going to lose the light before I get there. So I thought, let's do a quick tour around the garden instead. So one of the things that you can find if you go for a walk in the woodlands at the moment, is candle snuff fungus. I've got some here. So you can see it looks a bit like a wick that's been burning and been snuffed out. It's actually quite beautiful. I hope that's in focus for you. I've been for a walk along the old railway line recently and found quite a bit of this, so that's still to be found. The main mushroom hunting season of course is September, October and then into November, and now we're getting to the wetter and the colder months. It's not quite so easy to be found, but you can still find it if you look, and that's one of the beauties of looking for fungus and mushrooms, is that they're there all the time, and the elements have to be right for them to come out and show their fruiting bodies, but they are there. So that's the candle snuff. Now, excuse me going off camera, but I've also got some oak logs. I tell you what, let's pick the camera up and have a look. Sorry if this goes a bit wobbly. So here I've got some oak logs. In fact, I think it might be easier if I put you down again and bring the log to you, so bear with. So here you can see a type of slime mold type fungus, but we've also got a small bracket showing on here, which I think is one of the many zoned polypores. If you can see, that's the, oh, let's have a look. Do you know what? I'm going to put my glasses on and have a close look. Yeah, you can see the gills underneath there. And if I turn over, there's another one on the top. Look, and then you can see the different shades of colour on it. I don't know how well that's showing up on the camera, but that's growing on, I think these are some of the oak logs we had. So I'm going to take you for a walk around the garden now. So I said I was going to take you to see one of my favourite trees, and I'll talk about that together with you during the session. But one of my favourite trees, if I go like that, you can see it right there. It's just in between me and the neighbour, and it's growing in between our garages, and it's an elder, and it has the most beautiful flowers and berries on every year right outside my door. So that's lovely, don't have to go far to gather. So let's have a walk around, see what else we can find. And I'll take my glasses off so I can see where I'm. So here I am at the back of my garden in the party shack, which we built during lockdown and has been absolute heaven. This is my little sanctuary. This is where I come and do some crafting or some painting, and it actually gets kind of the evening sun coming right in. So I've just watched the sun go down behind the woodshed over there, and just enjoying those last few rays. So this is where I come when I haven't really got time to go for a longer walk, or I've got another meeting in 10 minutes. And this is where I come just to be away from the house, away from technology, and do something creative. So these are kind of things we've been doing. So this is a birch twig wreath that we made last year. It's actually held up really well. The leaves are all dried before we started. It actually came off a felled tree, and we took all the twigs off because it makes really good tinder for fires. Burns really well. But we just wrapped them round together and created these fantastic wreaths, and I just think they look amazing for this time of year as well. It's sort of seasonal with the sort of dried leaves, but absolutely lovely. And I'm wondering if I could pop a few bits in to jazz it up for Christmas. So that'll be a weekend project this weekend, I think. But it's just so nice out here, just to get that fresh air. Lovely. What a joy to behold, a beautifully stacked woodshed. This sits opposite our party shack, so with the sun setting behind it. So when I'm sitting there having a nice breather, this is what I see. And I love the way it changes over time. I don't know if you can see, we've got some different fungal partners appearing and growing. And I love to see the changes. There's a bracket growing there. You can see a little bracket growing in there. And in fact, let's pick you up and have a deeper look in. There's some amazing colours coming. If you look here, there's a bracket growing here. If I move that around, you can see how the fungus is growing. Amazing. Amazing that without this fungus there would be no rot or decay. And it's a thing of joy, isn't it? A nicely stacked woodshed. Anyway, I'm getting a bit cold now, so I think it's time to go back indoors.